Hi guys, welcome back to Taste of Victory. It's TastyRC and we got some Booster Set 6 gameplay for you. So it's been quite a while since we've seen that on this channel, but this is an amazingly fun deck and it's a deck that doesn't change too much from Booster Set 5, so this is good to start preparing that. That's why I'm playing this now, to start getting myself familiar with it, and that is Lilith Loop. So Lilith Loop is based around Lilithmon, using Fuse into the Ultimate Digimon for free to go into Omnimon Zwart, which then lets you return it to hand and keep that loop going. So this deck gets even better in Booster Set 6, which we're currently, this is the format of the video, because you get the Ginkakumon package, which is a Digimon with Rush when played from trash, which really helps close out the game when you summon stuff off of Omnimon Zwart. So let's go ahead and start focusing on the gameplay. What I did to start off was go into Gabumon, which then went into Ginkakumon Promote. So you see him at the top of the stack. Ginkakumon Promote is like a mode change for Ginkakumon, where he actually can Digivolve over another champion for only 1 cost. So normally you want to play that off trash for its effect, but because it's only 1, it was able to, or rather because it's 2 to Digivolve off of level 3, it helped us choke our opponent at 1 memory. So our opponent is playing UlforceVeedramon, the new one from the starter deck. We see a bunch of starter deck cards here. They currently have a Vmon and a Candlemon, which is a blocker, out on the field. So I swung Ginkakumon to security, hoping it would get deleted, because I have 3 cards that would be trashed off of the effects from the inheritables right now, so that would help me start filling up my trash like crazy. It would help me draw to start digging through my pieces of the deck. But unfortunately, for one time, it's unfortunate that you didn't die in the security check against the Liv, and I'm sure they are aware of that strategy, so they're not going to want to swing into my Digimon. Instead, they went ahead and Digivolve in the racing area, and then hard play the Vmon because he wasn't 2 memory and Vmon cost 3, putting me at 1. I do top deck a rookie, thankfully, so I get to keep that free cycling going, and I drop top deck another Labramon, which is really unfortunate because it's not what I need right now. I'm going to try and swing into security again to hopefully get that thing deleted. So that is a 6000 DP champion, so he's not going to block it because he's still at 5 security or 4 security. This only puts him at 3, and you would lose his blocker if you block this, so it's no big deal. I do end up getting deleted to an Ulforce in security. So that's good, because that's what we wanted. So now we get to discard the pieces. So there we have normal Ginkakumon, and that card synergizes with Ginkakumon's effect. Because what Ginkakumon does is it has Rush, and then when you play it on play, you may add 1 Ginkakumon and 1 Ginkakumon and 1 Kinkakumon from your trash to its stack as sources, and if you add both of those Digimon, you get to gain 1 memory and draw 1. So that's cool. So you saw me discard the Ginkakumon to start help setting that up. We gotta start hoping to see the Ginkakumon draw into it soon to get that full combo going though. But the priority now that we got a pretty healthy stack of trash is to now get up into the Digivolution stack and start going towards Lilithmon. So our opponent is starting to go pretty wide here. They have a Veedramon, they have a Vmon, and another one, and a Candlemon blocker. So I'm trying to give them as little memories as I can to work with. I Digivolve into Lilithmon, and I do have Aiba here. So Aiba is a tamer introduced in Booster Set 5. Digimon that are level 3 that try to swing, gain, or rather lose 2 memory when they swing. And also, when you Digivolve, you can suspend that tamer to get an extra draw off it. So with these 2 out, any Digivolution suddenly turns into draw 3, which is huge for helping us cycle through our deck. So that's really amazing about this deck, is you have a lot of consistency because you get to have so much draw power in purple with all these new tools you mixed into it. And then because it is a white tamer, it does act as a white card to let us play Fuse into the Ultimate Digimon, which you can see in my hand now. And what that does is, next time you would Digivolve into a level 7, you can reduce the cost by 6, which I do believe makes every current level 7 in the game a free one. I don't remember off the top of my head if it's into Omnimon level 7 specifically for free or just a level 7, but I'm pretty sure it's just a level 7. But we'll see soon. So that, I don't believe I had a good way to pass, so I Digivolved into LadyDevimon, which again lets us draw 3 and let us start seeing our pieces, so not the end of the world. Our opponent will Digivolve for free into a Labramon. So it looks like they are kind of breaking right now, so they're going into a wide defensive state right now, because Lilithmon loop decks can just explode and start getting some crazy momentum and like literally steal a game out of nowhere. So playing defensively here, keeping me at 1 memory, keeping the blockers out is a very good strategy against this deck. And it's unfortunate they are not seeing their megas though, because they do have plenty of ways with the inheritables off of, I believe it's there's some inheritables in the deck that do let you bounce like level 5s back to hand, so that would shut me down really hard right now. So it's unfortunate that he's not seeing his megas to start getting those live and start bouncing cards back to my deck, ruining my entire strategy. For now, I go into a rookie for free, Gabumon, draw off that. We're not seeing anything too good here. I don't want to give them too much memory, but we also don't have Omnimon Zwart because we see we have Lilithmon and then we got Fusion, so we are literally just missing those Omnimon to be able to go into, which is really unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is kind of just start setting up play, because if he gets into a Mega, he gains a lot of advantage. So I do believe what I end up doing here is I end up playing the Ty and Matt Tamer, which puts him at only 3, so at least I'm not getting a ton more, and also it kind of discourages him going into a Mega, because what Ty and Matt does is if they have a level 6 Digimon, you gain 2 memory at the start of your turn. So it's kind of like the memory tamers that we currently have. I swing into the Veedramon to try and get rid of that, just because his board's getting kind of wide. I don't want it to get carried away. Here he debates for a second. So they're just debating if they're going to block. They do end up blocking because they value that Veedramon's inheritables. So that goes ahead and gets rid of a body off the board in general anyways, which is what I just wanted to take care of. I don't want to go into Lilithmon just yet, because I do want to be able to go into it without passing turn, to be able to get memory off it with Jack Raid and wait to draw into that. And I also just want to wait until I am at 10 memory so I can get back some options. I also just don't want to risk getting blown out right now. Now that I swung, I could, like, if he goes into Digivolve into something, maybe with inheritables, to be able to swing over my Lilith. Would not want to get the stack ruined that early. So it is now their turn, and they are starting at 3 memory. That is 4 bodies on board, so they do not have lethal quite yet, but they are presenting a lot of pressure right now. They're going ahead and play out V-Tamer Ty, so that synergizes with UlforceVeedramon to restand the booster set 1.5 UlforceVeedramon, because you could rest this card to either draw 1 or give one of your Digimon plus 1000 DP. He looks like he uses it to draw, then he'll swing into security with Veedramon, and he does reveal Omnimon Zwart. So that's unfortunate, and why we're not really seeing a lot of it right now, because one of them was stuck in security. This current build that I'm testing runs 3, so that leaves only 2 in deck, so we gotta like dig pretty deep to go ahead and find it now, which is unfortunate. Our opponent will play Blue Memory Boost, so that lets him search the top 4 cards of his deck, I believe, and grab a blue Digimon there. Rest will go to the bottom of the deck, and then at any time later he can activate the delay effect to gain 2 memory. My opponent's looking at his options, so I'll go ahead and start turn while they do that. And I do top deck the Jack Raid. I do believe I'm like at 9 cards though, so I'm not just yet at 10 to be able to activate it. He grabs the Arrow Veedramon, which is the ultimate, which looks like what he was bricking on because he's been stuck on champions for a while now. And then he will go into, rather it is now my turn. I did top deck Jack Raid, but if I'm not mistaken, I am not at 10 trash yet. I couldn't get a chance to see that, so I'm just debating what I'm going to do here, because I don't have Lilithmon out anyway, so I wouldn't be able to gain memory off it. So here I trying to swing to get the draw off of the Tsunomon inheritable, but unfortunately what happens is I forgot that Aiba's effect also applies to you. So I go ahead and take that back, because I don't want to lose 2 memory, because the last thing I need is less memory right now. I really need to like be able to get up to Lilithmon without passing turn right now. I just need that, yeah, I was at 9, so I do just need that 1 more card in trash, so that's what I was trying to get off that Gabumon, but it's like, oh wait, I forgot I can't, because of Aiba will like defeat the entire purpose, because I'm trying to get memory to pass without passing turn. So here I was going to Digivolve, and I realized, wait, I should swing over first, so before doing that I just go ahead and swing with LadyDevimon. He's debating if he wants to keep that or block it. He values the blocker more, so he went ahead and let it go through, deleting the Veedramon. And I just go ahead and Digivolve into Lilithmon anyways, because I realized that he doesn't have a memory tamer out, because that's not what V-Tamer Ty does. I'm just going to go ahead and choke him at 1, because if he wants to make any big plays now, he's forced now to spend his memory boost, and that might be forcing him to spend it suboptimally, maybe not what he wanted to hold it for, because he only has Veedramon out. He's only at a highest a level 4, so even if he spends a memory boost right now, he won't be able to go into a Mega that would be able to beat over my Lilithmon without passing turn, so I'm not too concerned. And once Lilithmon comes out and we can draw into a Zwart, this deck just starts popping off. So I'm just looking at my trash right now, seeing what's in there to get ready for the Omnimon Zwart play if we draw into him soon. We do see that we have the Ginkaku package in there, so that thing has Rush when played, so it can attack the same turn that it is played. My opponent's going to go ahead and spend that memory boost. That does give him the 2 memory. That puts him at 3, letting him Digivolve into a champion without passing turn. So he is now at a Veedramon. It looks like he's just cycling, trying to get the parts that he needs. Then he will security check with that Veedramon, another Labramon, so that's good for them. They survived that check, and then they're at 1 memory, so they're going to go ahead and swing again. So I'm getting low on memory here, unfortunately. They're getting some aggression in. LadyDevimon is 8k though, an amazingly statted ultimate, and then that deletes the Veedramon because it was less than 7,000. It is still my opponent's turn, and he's gonna, looks like he's gonna play really aggressive and just try to swing at security even with his blocker, because that's a good play. Like, if that's the best play, if it puts your opponent at 1 and you're getting that much closer to lethal, it is not a bad play at all. He is at 3 security, so he has like little reason to worry. And that -2 memory from a classic blocker does put me at 1. So it's like, in his mind right now, it's like, what's he gonna do with that? Like, he is in trouble right now. I am at 3 security, he is at 0. I have something in the raising area too, so he needs to like do huge removal to be able to get another turn out of me. So I really like that play by my opponent to get that aggression and also chuck me at 1 at the same time, because maybe nothing in his hand would have put me at 1, and that's the best way to do it. So I'm just trying to get into the range. So I am at 10 trash now because of the security checks. That gives me 1, and then off of the effect from Lilithmon, you gain 2 memory for playing an option. So that gives me 3 whole memory off of 1 Jack Ray, putting me at 4. That lets me able to Digivolve into a champion now, so Aiba doesn't affect me anymore. I can rest and draw off of that, hopefully to cycle for Zwart. We did not see Omnimon Zwart, unfortunately, but we are a champion now, so now I can swing and chip away at security without having to worry about the -2 memory off of Aiba. Now, I do realize that I don't want to take the risk of this being not deleted in security, so instead what I'm going to do is going to trade, because that way I get off bodies off board anyways, and then I get Kinkakumon and trash. So now if I could just draw into Omnimon Zwart, I do have the full package set up for the Ginkakumon promote combo, which will give me a memory and a draw off of that effect when played. I'm cycling some more, just drawing 1, and I do draw into another Jack Raid, and I finally see the Omnimon Zwart. So now we get to show you guys the pop-off loop from Omnimon Zwart decks. So here you fuse Ultimate Fusion because I have plenty of white tamers. I can play it. It lets me go into Omnimon Zwart for free. Omnimon Zwart, when Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck. Then you may play up to 2 black or purple Digimon card whose play cost is less than 8. So I'm going to go ahead and trash the top 3. And it's really unfortunate that we whiffed the Omnimon Zwart, because I did need another one to be able to keep the loop going. But we'll see in a second how strong this loop is, like if you can even get it off once. So we play Ginkakumon Promote. So Ginkakumon's Promote, as I've been describing it through the video, when played, you can add a Ginkakumon, Ginkakumon and a Kinkakumon to its sources. And when you do that, if you do the full combo, you get to gain 1 memory and draw 1. So that is really fantastic to be able to gain memory, so we could go into another Lilith without worrying. But and then after that, you do get to play 2 Digimon off of Omnimon Zwart's effect. So the second one you're always going to want to play out an ultimate. If you don't have the memory to climb up, you're going to want to play out an ultimate, so you can just raid to Digivolve into Lilithmon anyways. And then swing with Omnimon Zwart. Its effect lets you return a level 6 Digimon and then delete an unsuspended 12 play cost or less Digimon, something like that. And then, so I go ahead and do that, remove their board, basically, go ahead and swing. Because of Tie and Mat, it gives anything with Omnimon plus 1 security attack, so I do get to do 2 swings. I have the Jack Raid in hand, so I gain a memory off that. That gives me 3, enough to go into the other Lilithmon, which is where the loop comes in, because Omnimon Zwart gave me that back. If I had another Omnimon Zwart, I would here grab Jack Raid from trash, and I would grab a fuse into the ultimate Digimon. Because when Digivolving effect from Lilithmon, it lets you return, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, you can return up to 2 purple option cards from your trash to your hand. Since I already have a fusion in hand and I didn't really need it anyway since I don't have another Zwart, I'm just going to grab double Jack Raid. The double Jack Raid, rather, I play 1 Jack Raid and I get a memory off of that because there is like 17 cards in trash, and then 2 off of the new stack of Lilithmon. So Lilithmon's effect is once per turn to gain 2 memory off of an option, but because this is a new stack, a new Lilithmon, I can use the once per turn again. So that gives me 3 memory total. I went ahead and swung with Ginkakumon Promote into security. The Inheritable lets me trash 1 card to gain 1 memory, so now I'm at 4. It is deleted again, and that is good. You want it to be deleted because if I had... I don't. So see, I don't play it because I don't have the Omnimon Zwart. But if I did, I would have been able to play it, go into Omnimon Zwart, play that Digimon, the Ginkakumon Promote, back out, and because it has Rush, that would have been game right there. But unfortunately, we saw it by 3rd, Omnimon Zwart got trashed off of the other Omnimon's effect. So all I could do here is play another blocker out, unfortunately, because I don't have anything else. And then that will put him at 2 memory. I think maybe I could have played a rookie and Digivolve off that, but then I would have had, I think I didn't have a good way to choke him at anything less than 2 if I did that. So basically what I had to do here was play out the blocker and pray that they did not have Labramon in hand, because if I block that little Dracmon that's going to come out right now, and he has Labramon in hand, that's 2 memory, he's still able to go for turn. And even if I choke them at 1, he might still have a Hammer Spark. So this is just unfortunate luck that I trashed my Omnimon Zwart off of the mill effect. So I had to play around it best as I could once that happened, which is just play out the raw blocker. So my opponent doesn't have the Labramon, no Hammer Sparks to be able to climb back up. So what he plays is Ice Wall. All of your opponent's Digimon gain when attacking lose 2 memory until the end of your opponent's next turn. So that option costs 1. So he played 2 of them to choke me at 1. So now if any of my Digimon were to swing because of that option, they will lose 4 memory. For any other deck, this would be a problem, but because I have 20 cards in trash, I gain 2 off of that Jack Raid, and then 2 off of Lilithmon's effect. So I'm at 5 memory now. So now it's fine. I could just swing, I'll lose 4, it doesn't matter, because now I can swing with Devimon, and that will end the turn, because it doesn't matter if you pass turn over when you swing, if it's the last swing of the game. Because yeah, he has to block that with Lilithmon, and then he has no blockers left, so I'll just swing and gain all that memory. So that is huge. Lilithmon is able to play through a lot of disruption, but it does have a very hard problem with removal. Like if you bounce stuff back or you destroy it into the trash, it's really hard because it messes up your combo. You have to hope you can build back up fast enough. So that is probably the weakness of this deck, but other than that, Lilithmon Loop is amazingly fun. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh, you will be right at home with this deck, and I love this deck. I'm going to be playing it in BT5. I can't wait. I'm going to have to do BT5 specific versions later. But anyways, this was a fun duel, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Please let me know what you think, and if you've been playing Lilithmon or looking forward to playing it. And let me know what you guys want to see in future BT6 Booster Set 6 videos. And until those next videos, remember to stay hungry until you get a taste of victory.